Cyberpunk 2077 has been out for a little over a month now, and after an incredibly rocky launch, it seems time for CD Projekt RED to start spinning some good old-fashioned PR. Marcin Iwinski, CD Projekt's co-founder, recently released a 5-minute video statement trying to briefly explain why the game had so many issues on last-gen consoles, and the short end of the stick is that it's more corporate bullshit. Frankly, I would call it lies, but their definition of the word clearly differs. In short, he claimed that CDPR struggled to fix performance issues because, to paraphrase, last-gen consoles suck. I understand the problem of limited hardware, but the first issue arises when he claims that their testing didn't find any of the same problems players have, which, when the console versions run so pathetically bad, is indicative of either extremely poor testing policies or fucking lies. Based on the fact that only weeks before launch the company claimed that the game ran surprisingly well on consoles, I'm gonna go with fucking lies. Barely even 2 minutes in, and the so-called idea of taking full responsibility has turned into shit-canning the quality assurance team. Because why not? They're an easy target. No one's gonna miss their minimum wage earning ass, am I right? Obvious bullshit isn't a way to apologise. There's no real way to apologise, because, as I've said before, none of this is remotely acceptable, and an apology ain't worth the toilet paper you shat it out on. At this point, only actions matter. So something like a roadmap, which is a clear path of what to expect in the future, might help more than empty words. Well, except when your roadmap looks like this. This was posted alongside the video, and is one of the most emptiest, worthless, saddest excuses for a roadmap I have ever seen. I don't know how many of you have ever worked in design before, but this isn't a roadmap. This is a, oh shit, we fucked up, better release something to stop the masses from lynching us. Having something as broad and nondescript as multiple updates and improvements over an entire year is neither engaging or very promising, because it means nothing. Content is coming, be patient. That's what that is. Not to mention, the entire "it's fine on PC" spiel is wrong too, because it ain't. It was a buggy mess on launch, and it still has tons of problems, and while CDPR can claim to high heavens how proud they are of what they've done, I would bet a non-trivial amount of the developers aren't too proud, because they just crunched for the better part of a year or more for a half-baked cake of shit. But even if there were issues, none of this somehow excuses the lack of review copies for consoles at the same time as PC. You really expect me to believe it was some logistical error? Yeah, that's not convincing. Not even fucking close. At this point, the only thing CDPR could do worse is claim this is all for our own good. Why aren't we getting that sense of pride and accomplishment already? But no, because it doesn't just stop there, my friends. Because of course it doesn't. When you've already got one foot in your mouth, what's it gonna hurt putting the other one in there too? But no, because it doesn't just stop there, my friends. Because of course it doesn't. When you've already got one foot in your mouth, what's it gonna hurt putting the other one in there too? Right after that colossal fuck-up, he had the gall to then blame COVID. No, I'm sorry, you don't get to use that excuse. Lots of companies get to use the global pandemic as an excuse for poor efficiency and time management last year, but CD Projekt RED certainly ain't one of them. Why? Because Cyberpunk 2077 was slated for release in April 2020, which alone is already a few months before COVID started fucking up everyone that wasn't China. But no, worse than that is this release date was scheduled as far back as June 2019, way before COVID was even on the radar for basically anyone. So no, COVID wasn't the reason your launch was a craptacular shitfest. Piss poor management for the past few years leading up to it was, and going on social media crying, "We're sorry," ain't fucking cutting it. Beside the fact that nobody refers to the last gen as old gen, how the hell is it remotely acceptable to release the console version in such a poor state when the game was supposed to come out before the PS5 even had a solid release date itself? Cyberpunk was supposedly in development since 2016, back when the new consoles were still in the fucking womb. Now, It's easy for me to complain since I don't have to get up in the morning and try and fix anything, so I guess it's only fair to at least say what I think CD Projekt RED should do, or rather, should have done. Ignoring the fact that they shouldn't have given a release date at all and shouldn't have built their marketing on a frail platform of hype, the resulting shitstorm would have been far better handled by CD Projekt either by saying nothing and working quietly to fix things, or by being far more candid, saying they did fuck up, that they are sorry, and that they're working on it. And that's it. Doesn't really matter if you don't actually care. You say these things, and only these things. What you don't do is have your CEO go in front of a camera, also he can shit all over the last-gen consoles the game was originally being designed for, throw the testing crew under the bus, and then blame a global pandemic that's destroyed thousands of small businesses across the globe, while Cyberpunk 2077 remains the best-selling game of the fucking year. Maybe Sean Murray from Hello Games can give them a hand, because shutting up was the damn thing they were actually good at. Why is it so many PR teams don't get that knowing when to say nothing is just as important as knowing what to say at all? And why do so many CEOs hire PR teams if they ain't gonna fucking listen to them? And that'll be it from me, folks. As always, my name is MrTastix. If you enjoyed this, then don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.